Hey, welcome to Sunshine's Conversations with Dragons. This beautiful reading is for my beautiful Scorpios. Scorpios, what's good? This is your July 2020 reading. I need you guys to remember that the readings are timeless. So, even if something doesn't necessarily resonate with you now, it may come up. You're able to refer back to the video, of course. I'll go ahead and start the reading, and we'll go from there. So, I, Sunshine, stand before the divine and ask that my ego be set aside so that I may be a pure channel for this reading for Scorpio. I ask for the assistance of my angels, archangels, divine spirit guides, dragons, unicorns, gods, goddesses, and ancestors. I ask that I be protected from energy that is not mine. Divine, your presence is always welcome. I am always grateful. Thank you for assisting Scorpio on their highest possible path. Scorpios, what's good? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for taking this journey with me, allowing me to be a part of yours. If any part of this reading does not resonate with you, leave it here, maybe for another Scorpio. Take only what belongs to you. Okay? If you would like a personal reading with your personal energy, head over to conversationswithdragons.com. I'll be more than happy to assist you there. The underlying energy is the moon. Now, the moon is gradual change, okay? It could be very emotional. It has so much to do with your intuition. And if you know that when the moon is raised, the tides come in, okay? They come in higher, known as high tide. But I just want you to take notice of this. With the moon illuminating, it is literally the parting of the seas. So while you have your support on your way through what is a cleared path, okay? So parting of the seas, big change, okay, and a clearing of your path. So that is absolutely beautiful. That's the underlying energy for this deck. Okay. I am going to wait to flip those over. But what goes along with that is the ring, which is a perfect circle. Okay. The ring represents commitment. It shows up partners, a corporation, and it talks about cycles. So this is the underlying energy of this bonus deck here, and the circle is a beginning and an ending almost simultaneously. So you're starting here, you're going to end up here. You're starting, it's a cycle. So that's a beautiful thing for you, Scorpios, because we have been kind of on an emotional roller coaster in various parts of our lives. So this is showing up for you. That part of that cycle ending in one beginning, almost like the Fool's Journey. Okay. All right. And though I'm not going to flip these cards over just yet, I am going to lay them out. Because you got the Chariot. Now, I'm excited about that. When I see the Chariot, I see a balance. As you see the two different colors. But the Chariot can be, for some of you, receiving getting a new vehicle. It's known to represent a new vehicle. It is also very much a clear path or new vehicle to get where you're going. And vehicle, not necessarily car, right? It represents success and victory. It is as my friend would say, she would say it's the moving on up card, the George and Wheezy card. So going to greater heights. So that's the underlying energy of this deck. So let's get it. You have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles talks about you having a solid finances. Okay, breathe. Don't hold it too tight to your chest. Okay. You have the Lovers card. Okay. And we know the Lovers card talks about love and harmony. It also talks about you having that connection with self. Okay, that love and passion and harmony for yourself. When you are centered and you are tuned in to yourself, it raises your vibration, and it also echoes, if you will, out to the universe, and sends that vibration out to everyone else. So you are literally drawing in the vibration in which you're sending out. So it's coming back to you. Okay? So coming back to you can look like many forms. It could look like a new relationship. Okay? But you have to be solid in who you are. Okay? If there's if you're sitting with any doubts, okay, you're sitting with worries or sitting with concerns about who you are. And sometimes we don't know what that looks like, right? Sometimes we're like, well, I've been saying I want this, or I've been speaking this, but this is not what I'm getting. You have to let go of any doubts that you may be carrying subconsciously, right? You want to let that go subconsciously, because you know what we speak is not always what we vibrate. So if we're not vibrating the same things that we're speaking, we're sending the universe mixed messages. Okay? So you have the Hermit. And the Hermit card literally talks about your inner quest. Okay? It says, ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door will be open. But it talks about the inner quest. You have questions that you need answers. You're going to have to go in to go get them. Okay? You have to go in. Your path, you have the light to light your way. You have a little work to do. That's working on self. And it doesn't matter how much we feel like we have worked on ourselves. I've worked on myself so much and it's just not working. That's a continuous thing. Okay? That's a continuous thing. And sometimes we get a little tired and we're like, okay, well, I'm just going to stop right now, or I'm good right now. And everything else is still going on around you. Okay? So when you go on that inner quest and you receive the information or the answers that you've been seeking, you have to take that information and do something with it. Otherwise, if you don't take it or you set it aside and says, I'll work on that later, or I'll deal with that later, that information changes, right? It's still valid, but there's more details to it later. If you work on it now, you're in the present. King of Cups. So, breathe. The King of Cups is in tune with the motion of the ocean, in motion with your feelings, and very much connected. Okay? Very calm, very centered, very gentle, if you will. Able to handle all of the chaos that comes with drastic change, right? And still be centered. You have that support there for you. Who is that person to you? The Magician shows up for you. The musician. I keep wanting to say musician, like magician, like musician. I hear music. The Magician is literally the mastery over self, your self mastery. You have the power to have everything flow in the way in which you want to. Like, you get to create your own reality. You carry that in your hands, literally. Okay? And self-mastery is so important, right? Embracing all who you are. Now, we're all here on this earth for lessons and blessings, learning different things. And sometimes we get caught up in earthly things and we're not centered spiritually. So remember that you're going to have to balance those things out. Sometimes it's a little easier said than done. But hey, Scorpios, you're worth it. Then you got the Two of Pentacles, which talks about balancing time and money. Okay? Time and money. Now, time is an illusion, but here on Earth, we do have to deal with that little thing called time, right? And sometimes we feel like we have more time than we have money. But you have all that you need. And everything is balancing out. And so this card is showing up for you, telling you, hey, you got this. Like, everything is coming together. You have to breathe through it. Allow for the flow. Okay? Because the universe is still pouring into you. Got this Devil card. Now, the Devil card, excuse me, talks about what's hidden below the surface. Okay? Listen. You have to go deep and clear up the stuff that you've been burying. Talk about it. Share those things. The things that affect you are affecting you. Some of those things stem from way deep, and we just buried a whole bunch of shit on top of it. Okay? Sometimes our treasure is hidden beneath all those things that we have piled on top of it. Our inner goddess, our inner king, our inner goddess, our inner god literally is buried down there, because that's where we put them. It's where we put ourselves. So you're gonna have to dig a little deep, and guess what? You're worth it. So let's see what the clarifiers have to say. So you have the solid foundation, and you got the Nine of Pentacles bringing you in message of money. How about that? It's a good thing, right? You got the Lover's card. And you have the High Priestess. I am excited about that. So listen, the High Priestess is literally asking you to flow with your heart. Some of us amazing Scorpios are very much in our head all the time. That's what we do, right? We're always processing. We're always processing it. But it's asking you to lead with your heart. Allow for the flow. You're not in your head anymore. You are just in flow. And look at that green chakra just highlighted. Okay? Just gleaming. Allow for that flow, babies. Oh, Scorpio. That might just be it. Right there. You got this inner quest going on, but you are looking back at this, looking back, like reflecting. The thing is, it's okay. You still got the strong foundation. Process what you need to process, okay? So that you can move forward. She is looking forward, right? But she is definitely reflecting on yesterday. Okay? Always trying to make sense of yesterday, guys. Yesterday is gone. So you got the King of Cups, which is all of this. He is in this center and tune with his emotions, and he is laser focused. Justice card shows up, laser focused on what you want in your favor. That expression, justice is blind, so it talks about being the truth and fairness. So decision working in your favor, or choice being in your favor, and you're laser focused on it. You, the Magician, mastery, self-mastery. And how about that? The Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is the boss lady. Some of you, that means that you are self-employed. But you are a master. Literally, for those of you that are not self-employed, are a master of your own fate. You're like, you know what? I'm going to go get it. And guess what? That's a really great thing. So you actually going and making that decision to say, you know what? I'm not going to allow you to put me in a space that's not going to be good for me. I'm going to put me where I need to be, and it's going to work out for me. And you know what? Bam. Balancing time and money. And then you have the Empress, who is planting seeds. Okay? She is literally planting seeds and nurturing your thoughts and your creative space. So literally, she is getting started. So like, you're like, okay, you know what? I really think this is a good idea. There's the seed. We're going to nurture it. We're going to water it. Balancing the time and money with that. And then you got the Devil card, who is telling you to tune in, go deep, look at what's hidden beneath the surface. And then once you do that, you got the Six of Wands, which is literally being seen head and shoulders above the rest. So when you choose to go within, make your own, create your own path, your own destiny, it works out in your favor. And of course, that talks about, the clouds talks about, you know, being insecure about it, or confusion. We are letting that go. We are blowing those clouds away, no longer seeing that. And when we do that, we have the God. Now, the God in this particular deck is like the masculine energy. So, if you will, the equivalent to the Emperor. And the emperor the emperor is you planting the seed, the empress, and the emperor is actually bringing it into the now. This is the present. This is the seed has been planted, and this is what is blossoming from it. Okay. And of course, you have the birds, which the birds is excitement, it is chatter, it's being talked about, and there's communication going on, which is a beautiful thing. So, Scorpios, July looks really good. You are going to have to dig in, okay? Dig in, see what's going on for the things that are challenging you. Look at why that is challenging you, okay? Because once you do that, you can uncover, once you uncover all of that stuff and get to the root of whatever it is, you are able to you're able to heal from that. You're able to grow from that. You are able to blossom from that. So this looks really good. It really does. I'm excited about what July has in store for you, my beautiful Scorpios. Until next time, I am sending you love, light, and hugs. Smile. You are loved. And that is such a beautiful thing.